prenatal sex. It's interesting that the thing that we do to become pregnant for a lot of us becomes something that is really strange and kind of uncomfortable when we are pregnant, unless of course you used IVF, which is amazing. But even if you become pregnant via IVF, a lot of women, they still feel uncomfortable, at least when they're getting used to having sex while pregnant. And our partners, if they are male, can get even more uncomfortable during sex because of the whole penis poking the baby's head thing, something that, for the record, is not a thing. The penis will not poke the baby's head. So how do we get over that discomfort? How do we get comfortable with this amazing act that creates intimacy between us and our partners, something that is incredibly healthy? Ideally, we have an orgasm that releases blissful endorphins through our body. We want to be able to do it without always worrying that the baby knows what we're doing or thinking about the strangeness of our child being present when we're having sex. I get it. I had all of those thoughts. I did not want to have any sex the first trimester. When we did, I was thinking about baby names. I was wondering if that indigestion was the baby kicking. I was not any fun between the sheets, let me tell you. And I'm pretty sure Eric was pretty freaked out as well because of the whole penis poke in the head thing. So what do we do? All right, so the first thing, baby has absolutely no idea what you're doing, even when they can begin hearing sounds at around 18 weeks gestation. I don't care how loud you're moaning or if you're screaming dirty talk, it is all jumbled sounds to the baby. They have no idea. The next thing, the mucus plug that is lodged in the cervix completely prevents anything, fingers, the penis, a vibrator, any of it from going into the uterus. So baby is perfectly protected in their warm water bag. They cannot feel the penis. They don't know what you're doing. And I remember that I was nervous if we moved around too much during sex, thinking oh my God, the baby's going to know if I'm rocking back and forth. The baby actually likes that. The rocking motion that can sometimes happen during sex can actually have a lulling effect on the baby and help them maybe get a nice nap in. And if you're able to reach orgasm, that rush of endorphins is passed to babies, so they can feel blissed out as well. So as long as you're having a healthy pregnancy and your care provider has not told you that you need to back off from sex for a while, you are good to go. Baby has no idea what you're doing. Another component of this question with being uncomfortable having sex, it's not just the emotional, mental component of it, but physical. It might actually be physically uncomfortable for you to have sex, which is totally understandable, especially when you're getting more and more pregnant and logistically it's tricky to figure things out. So get creative. I'm gonna look at my nifty list. This question is actually from my upcoming book, Asking for a Pregnant Friend. It's going to be a list of all the taboo or answers to all the taboo questions about pregnancy, childbirth, early motherhood. Never thought I'd be writing or talking about sex positions, but here we are. Okay, so if you're super duper pregnant and penetration does not feel good to you at all, regardless of the position, you can do mutual masturbation with your partner. Some of the other positions that can feel good include doggy style, spooning, standing, seated, or cowgirl. Play around with positions until you feel one that works good for you. And tell your partner beforehand that it's important that you lead the way. It's not really about what position works best for them. It's all about you. You are the pregnant one. Your comfort is top priority. So take charge and find a position that feels good for you. With all of that said, if you would rather lie naked in snow for 20 minutes than have sex because you're like so nauseous, you're always puking, maybe you just feel super lethargic. If you have absolutely zero interest in sex, don't think that you absolutely have to do it. There's other ways to be intimate with your partner. Be honest with them. Tell them it's not personal, but you are super pregnant and you're not feeling great. And also remind them that these symptoms will eventually pass and likely you will get back into the mood. So they can just chill out. And again, you guys can find other ways to be intimate. And the last little tip is induction, labor induction. Sex can do wonders for helping to induce labor. If you have a male partner, if they ejaculate in you, the semen has something called prostaglandins that help to soften the cervix and could even potentially put you in labor. If you're having a healthy pregnancy, this will not put you into preterm labor. This is something that can only trigger labor if your body is already ready for that to begin happening. So don't freak out about sex putting you into preterm labor, again, if you are having a healthy pregnancy. I think that's about it. If you have any questions about sex during pregnancy, the mental, emotional components of it, please let me know in the comments below. Or of course, you can email me in the email address provided in the comments.